tú bien sabes que todos los boxeadores hemos pasado por necesidad, salir adelante, sobresalir. Y es un deporte bien duro, es uno de los deportes más duros.
He may have hung up his gloves long ago, but Jorge Vera is still fighting. His gym sits in the middle of a market in one of Mexico City's poorest areas.
Tepito es barrio bravo porque desde el tiempo, yo me acuerdo, tiempo de mis abuelos, eso, siempre, barrio bravo porque no te dejabas. Eras una persona que eras bien luchona, no te dejabas, ¿sí? Por eso es barrio bravo de Tepito.
Tepito's boxing legacy is well known across Mexico. More national and world champion boxers have come from this neighborhood than anywhere else in the country. Jorge is one of them, a national champion. His picture is one of those lining the gym walls, along with his father's. And just like his father did for him, he's training young boxers in Tepito to perhaps one day become champions themselves, while keeping them away from gangs and drugs.
Dos chavos que yo estuve entrenando los mataron. ¿Por qué? Porque los chavos se querían sentir ya mejor, unos leones queriendo sobresalir de los demás.
Tepito is one of the many places in the country where poverty and violence intersect. But there's hope here that Mexico's president-elect, Andrés Manuel Lopez Obrador, and his left-wing Morena party will help millions of people break out of poverty.
Que tuviéramos una oportunidad de vida mejor, porque realmente la oportunidad de salir adelante es muy baja. Trabajas toda tu vida nada más para comer, no puedes hacer como grandes cosas.
Que le importe México más que nada, que no sea una persona como que nada más soy presidente para ganar dinero. Que le importe México realmente, el país, las personas, la pobreza del país, que le importe.
53 million people live below the poverty line in Mexico. That's more than 40% of the population. And a recent study found that 7 in 10 people born poor in Mexico will die poor.
There's been a massive upswell of citizen discontent with the system. And the system means two things. One is neoliberal privatizing public policies which have been taking away social protections from the people for decades. And on the other hand, massive corruption and violence. So a real collapse of institutions and the rule of law.
What has also fueled public anger has been a number of public scandals under the administration of President Enrique Peña Nieto.
Mexico historically has been renowned throughout Latin America as being a particularly presidentialist system in which the Mexican people respect and honor their president even in the midst of economic crisis or corruption crisis. But with Enrique Peña Nieto, this has changed. All of a sudden, Mexicans no longer see their president as a protecting figure, but as someone who's directly attacking them, taking away their wealth and taking away their security.
Andrés Manuel Lopez Obrador has promised to lead by example. He's refused bodyguards and plans to sell off the presidential plane. And he says he won't live in the opulent 19th century presidential residence. Promises which further cultivate his image as a man of the people, and one in stark contrast to outgoing President Enrique Peña Nieto. Along with building up social programs to address poverty, Lopez Obrador has promised a community-based approach to policing. He's promoting it as a way to reduce violence, which is currently at record levels.
This last year, 2017, has been the most violence in Mexico's modern history. And if the rate continues of homicides, the one we have now, this will be the most violent year in Mexican modern history.
La revolución de las conciencias.
The stark reality of both poverty and violence in Mexico means that Lopez Obrador will be under pressure from the day he's sworn into office in December.
Voy al gimnasio, ¿eh? ¿El gimnasio?
Sí.
Ahorita vengo.
We have to reduce violence in Mexico because it really have affected the welfare of the Mexican population, not only in material or physical terms, but also psychologically.
Entonces, ojalá el Señor la tome por una ruta buena y nos ayude en el barrio. Y no en el barrio, todo México, porque también hay partes que están bien jodidos.
Jorge knows what's at stake. His son was killed 2 years ago in a carjacking.
Quererle quitar su carro son cosas que nunca la voy a olvidar, porque pues no lo voy a olvidar. A mi hijo, y bien chavo, falleció mi hijo, me lo mataron mi chavo. Y pues la vida debe de seguir. Tengo mis nietos, tengo mis hijos, y pues, tengo que aventarle para adelante. Me quedo atrás, no voy a hacer nada. Mi lema es aventarle para adelante y siempre aventarle para adelante.
And perhaps in moving forward, he'll keep hope alive that things will get better, and that Mexico's new leadership will overcome improbable odds, just as he has.
Yo desde que me metí al box, yo sabía que la tenía que hacer, levantarme. Me tumban, me vuelvo a parar, y me tumbaron y aquí estoy parado. Y esa es preferencia. Seguir adelante, échale huevos. Eso es todo. En serio. Siempre del diario, pues le estamos luchando, ¿no? Salimos a la calle y pues hay que luchar, porque la calle está fuerte. Para pues, seguir tu camino, adelante, ¿no? La vida es luchar. La vida es luchar.